today, from SoFi.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. From the 31, Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Throwing is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And that will come the offense as they take over. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that,
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you've got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Stafford on first down. It's caught. Smith. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 29, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Stafford here. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once more with Mitchell.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
120 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
But once again, it's Mitchell. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gold with the extra point, and it is 42-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down at Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Azeez Al-Shaair. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the 49ers, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.